Good morning, friends. It's 7:25 a.m. It's Thursday morning. It's truck day for me, which means my food supplies come. So it's a very super busy day. I always try to have things done early because sometimes they call me and say, hey, we're here. So I have to get in the car and head to work. So anyway, I'm going to make for you the world's quickest dinner, lunch, however you want to serve it. It's super easy, super fast, super delicious, and one of my favorites. So what I'm making for you is smoked sausage, potatoes, and green beans. Ooh, in one beautiful pot. Speaking of pot, several of you asked about my West Bend. This is West Bend brand. I've used this brand for years. My first one, my mother-in-law got me when Brock and I first got married. I wore it out. This is maybe my third or fourth. They no longer make this style of the heating element being 1 through 5. Now, West Bend, I assume make other great products. Maybe check them out. I've always used a West Bend slow cooker. So check them out and see what, listen, I'm going to be sad when she's gone, but I'm kind of excited to try the new models, see what they're all about. So check into West Bend. I'm not linked with them in any way. This is just what I've always used for years. I love them. Always have done a great job for me as a busy working mom. This right here was my lifeline. So here's what we're going to do. This recipe is so simple. I'm going to make enough to have leftovers for tomorrow because Friday, super busy in the pizza world. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get started. I kind of got carried away when I diced up my potatoes. I probably won't use all of these. Sometimes I forget, get a little carried away when I start peeling a potato. That I did need. I think I peeled 5 or 6 potatoes. Probably 4 would have been plenty. So we'll leave these for later. Maybe fry them up for Maddie for breakfast. Okay, so here we got our potatoes in. What I want to do now is I want to season my potatoes. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of Aleppo pepper. That is, as you know, I use one of my favorites. It is a version of a red pepper flake. Now, you can leave that out if you don't want a little bit of heat. Next in, as you know, Miss Paprika. She is a queen at my house. Go. And then we'll come in with SPG, which is just salt, pepper, garlic, 3 for 1 that I like to use when I cook. Stir all of that in there. Here we go. It's a great seasoning on those potatoes. Let's give it a little quick stir. Now I'm going to add green beans, which to me is the star of the show because I love green beans. So what I have 3 cans of green beans. So it's just use whatever kind of green beans you want. I drained 1 can, put that in. Oops. Man overboard. Dun, dun, dun. Next, I have another can, and I left the juice on because we want some juice to cook those potatoes in. Okay, here's can number 2. Now the first can was just cut green beans. The second can was these green and Shelly beans. I love those with the little beans in there. Okay. Now I got a third can. Oh, there's a little string in there. Let me get that out. Third can also green beans, and I left the juice on. So I'm gonna put that in. So we had 2 cans with juice, 1 can without. Go. Let's take a look at that now. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Now what I want to do is I'm going to come in. I don't want any more garlic in there, so I'm going to come in with just a little bit of coarse sea salt to now season those green beans. Okay. Go. Now, to that, I'm going to add a half cup of chopped onions. As you know, here, onions are optional. Don't like them? Leave them out. Go. Let's give that a quick stir. Looks so good already. Got that going. Now, here comes the best part. Smoked sausage. Use any kind of smoked sausage you want. Turkey, Polish, there's all kinds of smoked sausage. I just had this left over in my fridge and I wanted to use it up. So what I did was I went ahead and ground it up a little bit. So when this cooks with this, it'll release some of those little bit of char marks. Give it a little extra flavor in there. So I'm just going to drain that right into here. the family size of smoked sausage. So I would say probably one whole package. I think the family size is like 2 big ones. Maddie and I love smoked sausage. So I don't remember eating a lot of smoked sausage when I was growing up. But when I would go to Kentucky, pick up my mama and bring her home, she would stay with us for about a month. She would always take her meats out of her fridge and bring them home so they wouldn't go bad, and we would cook them up at my house. And one of those was smoked sausage. I was always excited. It was always a special treat when Mama brought her smoked sausage. All right. It's funny how you think about things like that, isn't it? From your childhood and growing up, how food evokes such wonderful memories. All right. Except for I have a horrible memory of canned spinach. I hated canned spinach when I was little. My dad would make me sit at the table and at least try it. Oh, I hated it. I love spinach now. But, when I was a kid, I still don't like canned spinach. I like fresh spinach. Anyway, digress, don't I? Okay, so here we go. This is it. That's it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You got the green beans and potatoes. They're going to get soft. I'm going to put it in my slow cooker. So like I said, it's 7:30. If I don't get called in early, I will leave here at 10 a.m. for work. So from 7:30 to 10, I will put it on high. And depending on how those potatoes are doing, I may turn it down to a lower heat. Maddie will be here this afternoon. She doesn't have to work this morning, so she will be able to keep an eye on it. That's it, friends. World's quickest lunch, dinner, potatoes, smoked sausage, green beans. And then I will come back as I always do and let you see the finished product. So I'll be back this afternoon. Ooh, cornbread. Cornbread would be amazing with this. We're not having any cornbread for a while. All right, I'll be back. So home from work. I'm glad I put this on this morning because I had to leave at 9 a.m. this morning. The truck driver called and said he was there. So out the door I went. So I'm glad I had this prepared. This smoked sausage, potatoes, and green beans. It looks delicious, friends. Get a look at that. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna go and have my lunch. And as always, if you're new here, like and subscribe. Hang out with us for all our family recipes. Bye, friends.